there, Erin from Morehouse Farm here with today's knitting tip, which is about the long tail cast on. And I hear over and over again about how people don't like it and how hard it is to get the tail length right and all these other reasons why this is so frustrating. But it's a really good cast on. You just have to ask yourself, how can I make this work? And I think that's pretty good information for both knitting and life. So let's think about this, right? The problem most people have with a long tail cast on is when you wind the yarn around your fingers, you need to leave a tail that's long enough for you to wrap around the needle, because when you grab the yarn here, right, the working yarn, pull it through the loop, you're making a little scarf for the stitch, and that's what this tail part is. So when I grab that yarn again, my tail, this part here, you can see me tugging on it, becomes the scarf. And you need to have enough of that to cast on for whatever your project is. But most of us aren't sure how to calculate that, and we're not patient enough to want to find out exactly how long that is. Now, just as I've learned over the years that I need to use needles that are about 2 sizes smaller than whatever the designer called for, I know how long it takes to cast this on. But if you don't want to put in the time to practice, here's a really simple trick, right? We need yarn to come on 2 sides. Again, right? Because we need a yarn here that's the tail to wrap around, and we need a yarn here that we can grab to make the stitch. So where on earth do you think we could find 2 yarns? Right? I could have a separate ball of yarn, but how long do I make it? Oh my goodness. Well, turns out there's another end right here on my center pole ball. So what if I just pulled off a little bit of it, held these 2 together, and maybe I make a slip knot just to make it a little easier to work with. Okay, and then I'm gonna wrap it through my fingers just as I did before. Okay, notice that I've got the knot here by my thumb, so when I reach through and grab, I'm going to grab the other part of the yarn. All right, so one end is here around my thumb and then becomes the tail. One end is here and becomes the yarn I grab. So up along my thumb, grab the one yarn, and then pull through. Now, you decide how long you want this to be. Do you want little ends to darn in, or do you want to have long ones that you're going to have more chance to sew with? Totally up to you. But again, here I go. For as many as I need, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There I go, and I can just break one end and work on with it. Which end do you want to break? Well, pay attention here, because I think you're probably going to want to use the center pole ball and keep knitting with the one that comes out of the center. So just follow the outside one over, and that's the one that you can break. There you go. Happy knitting from Morehouse Farm.